Those of you who watched my Black Widow review, which is on the channel if you have not seen it, know that I liked this movie a lot. However, there were some things I really didn't click with, didn't enjoy with it. One of those things was actually the ending act. Now, while I thought it was fine, I thought it was well done, it really felt like a Marvel formula ending. Personally, I've loved a lot of the MCU. I loved a lot of the lead up to and including Endgame. I'm not one of the people who didn't like Endgame. But with the ending of Black Widow, I always thought that it lacked a little bit of its humanity. It was supposed to be very human. I think one of the issues was Taskmaster and just the culmination at the end. But the cut ending that has been revealed in the deleted scenes, I think it really would have helped this movie out. So before we hop into that, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this. This will be a very short and to the point video as we break down this cut ending and what I think of it. Now, the actual ending obviously saw Black Widow essentially leaving to rejoin with the Avengers, obviously leading up to the events of the Infinity War movie. But this cut ending that would have been added in there too was a little more human. It would have had Black Widow travel back to Ohio, which I think really would have fit in with the entire movie's plot, which obviously there's going to be spoilers here. Because the whole thing with Ohio was that's where she originally grew up as a very young child, eventually obviously drafted into the Red Room and becoming Black Widow and everything that happened, but Ohio was where she was from originally. Her and her sister grew up there, and it's something that comes up a lot in the movie about whether or not this lifetime ago this family was real or not. Having her return to Ohio would have really helped cement that, I guess, idea in the movie, because it shows that it really was real to her as she goes back to look one last time at what her old family was. She would go back to her childhood neighborhood in Ohio, and she would see a bunch of kids playing, running around, and it's not really obvious what they're doing at first because they're not high-quality cosplayers, but they're essentially pretending to be the Avengers, which also fits in with the overall theme of not only this movie, but Civil War. Because with this movie, a lot of it is what the Avengers really meant now that they're criminals. Nobody really wants to I guess, come to terms with that. Obviously, Tony Stark at this point was struggling with that idea. Captain America was off on his own, and this is sort of from Natasha's point of view. So when she gets there and they're playing as the Avengers, she takes off her helmet. You see that she has her blonde hair from Infinity War. She puts her helmet down, and she is also wearing her sister's vest, which she wears again in Infinity War. But there is something very humanizing about this ending as well, because as she gets off of her motorcycle, a young girl runs up to her and pretends to shoot her with, I always forget the name of it, but the Black Widow gauntlets. I know there is a name for it, but I'm very tired. Pretends to shoot her with the electric gauntlets that she's playing pretend with, and then Black Widow smiles at her, raises her own fist, and pretends to do it back. And I thought that this was something really humanizing about this character that was sort of like a perfect send-off to kind of show how much these characters meant to everyone in the universe. We obviously get to see that with certain things. In something like Spider-Man Far From Home, you see all these memorials to Tony Stark and things like that, but I think it really would have been a humanizing moment to cap off this film with. I think sadly it seems like this film was much more interested in teasing the future of the MCU with Yelena and what was going to happen there, and I really think it would have been a good capstone for Natasha to get this final scene. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would you have liked to have seen this? Would you not? But I'm interested to hear what you think. Do you think this would have humanized the movie more or not? Let me know. And also, what was your opinion on this movie? Overall, again, I have a review up. I really liked it, but I really did think it could have been a better movie than it was. Interested to hear your thoughts down below. Please be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more content. I will see you in the next one, and all of the links are in the description down below, including our secondary channel, Degenerate Plays, where we play through a wide variety of content, hanging out with you. Have a fantastic day, and as always, everyone, stay shui.